please tell me, what do you believe should be taken into consideration when taking about all the cost of this crime?
Well, when a car is stolen and a person doesn't get it back, well, the cost of the car is something of value. So, depending on how much the car is worth, whether it's a $20,000 car or a $5,000 car. So the victim in that sense is out that money, which if they have insurance, the insurance would hopefully reimburse them with that. If the car is found and it's been stripped with all the rims, the engine, that kind of stuff, any type of damage, which would have to be fixed in order to bring it back to its original, what it originally looked like.
Right.
All those things could be of a cost to the victim or to the insurance company. And then if a person ever gets arrested, you got to also consider the arresting of the subject. So it takes an officer who gets paid through the city or through the state or through the county, and you have to send them to county jail, which is a booking process. There's more officers involved. There's housing the actual person once they are inside, and then having to wait for their court appearance. And then once they get to their court appearance, all the costs associated with that, with having a judge and having attorneys and stuff like that. So there's a lot of costs involved with arresting somebody for a grand theft auto.
Okay. So please tell me, and the cost of your gas, ammunition, and car insurance all your pocket, or do they come from taxes?
They actually come from the city. So overall, yeah, that would be the city's taxes that we collect, and the ammunition that we only have to buy the ammunition whenever we go out for practicing, which we do trimester training, which is every 3 months. We have to go out, we have to shoot targets, and we have to make sure that we're accurate and efficient with our firearms. So we usually go about 50 rounds a training. So a box of 50 round ammunition would run between $20 and $30. Yeah, not bad. And then filling up our tank, I usually fill up about twice a week, but I don't let my tank get completely empty.
No, it's not.
So you always have to have gas in the tank. You never know when you find yourself in a situation where you're having to chase somebody and it takes you all the way to LA. So, so you probably a full tank of gas a week, and that's about $50 to fill up a 20-gallon tank.
Yes.
$20 to $60, and then insurance. Is that what you asked?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
the city covers our insurance for if we were get into an accident, or if we were involved in a shooting of some sort and somebody gets hurt. The city will cover those costs for our medical insurance and for the other person's medical insurance too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So, Officer Mead, please tell me, what do you define as grand theft auto?
Well, grand theft auto is the taking of a vehicle that doesn't belong to them. Okay, so grand theft auto, you have your own. What kind of car do you have?
I personally have a Corvette.
A Corvette. Okay, so having a Corvette is parked in your driveway. You go inside your house, you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, come out and find out your car is gone. That is grand theft
Okay.
auto. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So, please tell me, how many car thefts do you experience each year on average?
That's a really hard question to answer, and the reason for that is because we get a car theft probably on a daily basis, probably 2 to 3 reports.
Really?
Yes, of car thefts that occur throughout the year. So if you add that up by 365 days, that's a whole lot of cars. And you would still have a couple days throughout the year that you're not going to have anything that happens, but for the most part, on average, I'd say probably one car a day.
One car a day.
Yeah.
That's 365.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easily. All right. So please tell me, what was the price of your police vehicle approximately? Do you know that question?
The cost of my police vehicle, I really don't know the exact cost, but I would say an estimate. We drive the Ford Explorer police interceptor
Yeah.
edition, and I think we get them about $25,000 each. And then, but that's just the cost of the car itself. You have to put all the pieces together, with the lights, the sirens, the radio, the computer, the cages, the back seats, all that stuff. So after all said and done, I'd say it's probably close to $40,000 to $50,000 a car.
Worth it. So, Officer Mead, how would you say would be the best way to stay away from Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, staying away from being a victim of Grand Theft.
Yes.
Best way to do that? Well, let me kind of back up a little bit. The cars that are most stolen are usually the 1990 range, 1990 to 2000 range. Honda Accords, Honda Civics, Toyota Camrys, Nissan Sentras. Those are the primary vehicles that get stolen, and just because they're the easiest to get stolen. So I would have extremely avoid purchasing one of those types of cars.
Okay.
So that would kind of help eliminate that. But if you do have one of those cars or any other type of car, a club to put on the steering wheel is also a great deterrent from allowing yourself to be victimized of getting your car stolen. Having a car alarm, because having the noise of the alarm kind of draws witnesses' attention and to see what's going on, so it usually scares people off. Having some type of one of those buttons where you have to actually push in order to
unlock
start
the car.
Not to unlock the car, but to start the car.
Right.
Or it has like a separate key. I forgot. A kill start. Start. So adding that to it can kind of prevent that, and to make sure that you are not parking in dark places. Where your car is going to be
so far away
easily visible for other witnesses to see if something like that were to happen. Right. Parking inside of a garage if possible, and having the garage door closed. Don't leave anything of value inside the car, so don't forget your purse in the car along with the car keys. That makes you a pretty easy target right there. So don't leave anything of value in there. So that would also prevent you from being a victim of vehicle burglary. So where someone's taken your car stereo or iPad or laptop or backpack or whatever.
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel. Possibly if it's a really nice steering wheel. But they're not going to be breaking inside the car to grab those items. So don't leave anything of value inside. And those are probably the best ways to kind of prevent yourself or kind of deter yourself from being a victim of any type of Grand Theft Auto or vehicle burglary.
Okay. I think that's all the questions, Officer.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. Have a good